This is a follow-up to the CC drama. Apparently, she was caught deleting comments. Isn't that crazy? Oh, the internet's not gonna know that I deleted stuff. Dench. Yeah. Alright, let's watch it. Video by Mr. Hero, hey. CC deleting evidence, but she got caught. Hello? Okay.
Some hilarious updates to go over in this video. Once again, hope you're familiar with the Deadpool Creator Cup tournament.
Yes, of course.
265 situation.
Everybody's been farming that shit, including me, baby.
Yesterday, I did a very brief recap at the beginning of my video. But now that we're on to the third video of the topic, I won't be doing a recap in this one at all. There's just too much stuff at this point. So if you're not familiar with this, consider watching the prior two videos. I will link them in the description for you. As CC and even Ashlyn FPS have begun deleting tweets. They don't want people to see those tweets. Unfortunately for CC, screenshots are still out there. So
it's not even screenshot shit. It's like, how could you not? How stupid and low IQ do you have to be to not realize the internet is forever, especially when there's a spotlight on you? Like, I can understand deleting stuff if you're just like some literal who gives a fuck, right? But this is like, you have the spotlight on you, and then the best thing you think you can do is to delete evidence.
Will be taking a look at what she's deleting. Spoiler alert, it's her talking about how much she hates men. Huh, I wonder why she didn't delete that one. Before we begin, though, I literally...
I play a video game with mostly men. Let's say it's like 60% men and there's like 40% women. I think it's way lower than that, but... And then you also very likely to cater to a higher count of men in your audience because you're an e-girl streamer that plays Marvel Rivals. It is what it is. Why? Like, who do you think you're winning over at this point? Like, you're losing your simps. That's not good for you. That's bad.
Really just saw this pop up on Twitter, and this is hilarious. So, quick side note to laugh at this. Says insane community note, and we had Zaza Stack here saying, "No, we won a game once. I stayed on Widow actually."
Actually, like what?
Readers added context, and as you can see, the context reads, "They lost 7 out of 8."
Yes, and the only one they won is when freaking they popped off. And she was getting dove in the backline, and the team realized they made a mistake, and they just beat their ass the next round. The only reason they won that round, or whatever, the game, is because of that. And then the team was like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have done that. They probably just corrected themselves.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Acting like when you stayed on Widow, everything worked out, like trying to rewrite history here, as if no one would call this out.
One Tricks... Like, I don't know, I fucking hate One Tricks personally. Like, I understand One Tricks to a lesser extent in MOBAs, because, like, you can get away with being a One Trick to some extent, but you can't always get away with it. Sometimes you will actually just brick the game for people because your team comp sucks or you got hard countered. Like, you can't just, like, do that and play to spite it. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot.
What a joke. Response saying, this one's even funnier. She said, I haven't lied once, bro.
True.
Readers added context. She has lied several times. What is she doing? I just said that, but like, again.
One Tricks are fine if they're cracked, but you should have more characters to play. No, I disagree completely. If you're playing at a tournament level and you get hard counterpicked, like in Dota or in League, like there are like unironic hard counters. You are fucking everyone else on the team by picking that and not picking something else. But the difference is with like getting hard countered or hard counter picked in League, for example, there's picking orders, and how people counter picked is like, oh, if I pick last, then I'm gonna get counter picked if I don't pick the character that I want, and you already see the other team. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to explain without literally putting up a game and explaining the game how it works. But in Marvel Rivals, you can swap off a character if you get hard counter picked. So it's like, What are you doing, man? There's no excuse in this instance. You can't swap off in like League or Dota or any other MOBA. You just have to play it out.
I haven't lied once, bro. The lies continue as her nose grows. She got 1,500 likes on that tweet saying that she hasn't lied once. And responses memeing on her like this one, getting 31,000 likes. Once again, completely ratioing her. It's like community note, truth, lie. Bro, I was playing Rivals last night and people in random lobbies were mocking Zaza Stack and CC and all of them. Like literally.
Dude, I heard one of my friends saying I experienced the Zaza meme in a unranked game where a woman kept fucking picking Widow and she was queuing up a mic. Maybe it was a voice changer, I don't know. But the joke was that it was a person that sounded like a girl and she kept throwing herself off the side of the map. And she was like, and she was queuing up the mic apparently and saying shit like, guys, I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the vibes, guys. I don't really care about winning. I'm just here for vibing. And like the person that clipped that, oh my god, I wish I could bring it up, but like the person that clipped that was like, dude, I wasn't even mad. I thought it was funny because it was an unranked game, so who gives a fuck? But it was really funny.
In random lobbies, people are saying like, I'm just here for the vibes.
It's for the vibe,
and then like
bro.
when people are doing bad, they're like, I got Zaza on my team. It's hilarious. So we have some updates on
that's
CC.
An immortal meme
Previously,
now.
We had mentioned that she had lost her sponsorship with Infinity Mice. But another company has come out separating from her, that being Solaris. We can see this tweet from Hume that reads, I've been informed of everything that happened, and as of today, I've made the decision that CC has been removed from Solaris GG and its creator program. I want to clarify Solaris and its staff / other creators had zero involvement in Basim ZB's tournament. That is the tournament host of the Deadpool Creator Cup. / all of CC's social media posts and messages.
Yikes.
The actions done and the insults said towards Kingsman by the group of streamers is not something I'm happy about or what Solaris stands for. On top of CC losing another sponsor, we've got some detective work here from the one and only Madam Savvy, who's calling CC out directly for CC deleting.
I love this part. I am terminally online. I go back and check my posts. She actually took screenshots. Oh my god.
Tweets.
Now that's how you use your terminally onlineness to like destroy these bitches.
And pointing out how CC mentioned that she was going to take time off from the internet to reflect on all that nonsense she put out in her failed damage control post. It turns out, apparently she's not taking time off from the internet. She's still online and she's trying to hide stuff. She's trying to delete stuff. And what is that deleted tweet that Madam Savvy exposed? Well, it's CC talking about how she hates men. This tweet said, all men are liars. She said, that's what I'm saying. Someone else says, you're just a hater. And then she says, I do hate men. Yeah. It's really interesting how that tweet was up on her account for years. But then this whole Kingsman thing happens. She starts losing.
I think she should have just kept it up and been like, she should have just said, yeah, I do. I think deleting it makes you more guilty of it, and I think you're going to lose a lot more people because you want to know what happens? The unironic misandrous, it's misandrous, right? Yeah, misogynist is the men that hate women. Yeah, misandrists are going to be upset that you deleted it because you didn't mean it or like you didn't want to get caught saying it because you're probably losing money. So she probably actually should have left it up. Then she realized 90% of viewers are men. I don't think it's about realizing. I think she just kind of was like, oh, fuck, I better delete this now. Someone might see this and be like doubling down. It's like, I don't know. I feel like for a PR move, if I was her manager, I would have told her to like leave it up. Yeah, you can't delete that shit.
Sponsors, she has the idea now to delete that tweet. Do you think she's actually like changed her opinion? Or do you think she's a bit worried about that being there and people seeing it?
Women can be misogynist.
Well, there's something called the Streisand effect, so people are still seeing it, but a little late for that. Then there's Basim. This is the host of the Deadpool Creator Cup tournament and someone that many people have said was getting off a bit too easy in this whole situation as most people were focused on.
I do think they should have held him accountable for what he did when she was saying in DMs to Kingsman saying that she contacted the Basim, the guy that was organizing it, and saying that they were catering to her opinion on how Kingsman talked to her, but then acting like she didn't have a hand in the decision.
DC and Zaza, etc., etc. And I will admit, I probably should have covered more of the Basim stuff myself in the last 2 videos I made on this topic. So let's talk about this a bit now. Update from Dexerto saying streamer Basim has admitted that he was wrong to remove Kingsman from his $40,000 Marvel Rivals event, saying that he made a decision based off of haste and misinformation and that there's no excuse. He deserves what comes out of this 100%. For context, here's some of the initial stuff that Basim was saying when he decided to kick Kingsman from the tournament.
I'll explain from my perspective as a tournament host what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Listen to me. Nobody better get hate. All right? No person better get hate. All right?
It's too late now, brother. Kingsman got so much fucking shit for that, for him getting kicked out.
If there's anything about the tournament, if there's anything regarding any sort of decisions, if there's anything regarding
it's too late to put that Pandora's box back in, dude.
This is on me, all right? It's my decision. This is my tournament. Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament. Not by anybody else, not by any prod member, not by anybody else, all right? The reason for that is because he violated the rules that are completely written perfectly in the Discord. And there's a zero tolerance policy. Now listen.
So why didn't you kick out both of them? It's like that DoorDasher situation that we were looking at. It's like, instead of making one side more favored than the other, then kick them both out until you can figure out what's going on. That's crazy. Just she was shit talking. Her friend was shit talking.
Nobody better give any hate to Kingsman. Nobody better give hate to any single person that's on that team.
I've done this multiple times. I've been in a guild and I've been an officer for like many video games, not just MMOs. If there's shit and there's something that I have to deal with, sometimes I'll just kick both people out until I can figure this shit out. It doesn't make any sense to like take sides when it's obvious that you're obviously taking one side when you take that into consideration of her shit talking him, but then saying, oh well, I don't know, like I just feel like I didn't know enough when I kicked out Kingsman for what he said. It's like, okay, but like she was shit talking him back at the time. Like, how is that okay?
Not on any single player. All right, this is on me for the decisions I make. This is not influenced by anybody. This is not influenced by NetEase. This is not influenced by anybody. This is not influenced by any creator. This is my decision based off of what I saw. Okay, this is based off my decision of what I saw off the clips and the VODs and what I've seen from different perspectives. Because there's a level of respect that you need to have amongst your teammates and amongst
respect. But telling Kingsman to shut the fuck up about caring about his that's fine. Yes, totally, for sure.
Staff and amongst all these kind of people, you gotta have respect in that. Why didn't he get a warning? This is a zero tolerance tournament. That zero tolerance doesn't extend to Cece and her friends shit talking him though. Don't worry. Warning. Yeah. Are the rules.
Notice how Basim says that this wasn't influenced by anything else or no one else. It was his decision. While Kingsman himself had some skepticism towards that, as he says in this clip.
All I'm going to say is one of my viewers showed me that 20 minutes before I got kicked, Cece said she had to go do something real quick.
This is the woman running to the HR department. Guys, I gotta go do something real quick, and then she disappears and is like in the HR room, like fucking typing or like fucking talking to them.
And that's it. And yes, although Basim is the one who made the final decision, Cece is the one who signed off on it. She literally said.
And she also, I don't know if they bring this up, but there was someone that provided DMs of Kingsman, or it was her and someone else, discussing how she had a factor in talking to him, to the Basim guy, to the guy that kicked him out. And then she denied it and said, oh, I had nothing to do with it. So it's like, you can't even keep your story straight. You think people aren't going to share DMs over this?
It in her own stream right here.
Where he's just like demoralizing my whole team, bro.
Demoralizing.
The point where no one even wanted to play with it.
Oh my god, demoralizing my team by caring about $40,000 on the line. Oh my god. Bro, I remember watching people play a fucking WoW PvP tournament for $1,000 that's split between 3 other people. Like, if you win $1,000, you get 300 each. rounded up, obviously. You get around about $300 to $400 each. These people playing out their minds. They're getting all crazy with it. They fucking yelling at each other in like Discord or Skype or what the fuck ever. This is 40 grand on the line, and you're trying to act like it's nothing.
And that's kind of what it felt like, bro.
Bucks,
Like,
that's right.
When Bossum asked me, he was like, "Do you think this is alright? Like, is this true? I'm gonna do this. Like, you can greenlight it." And I'm being honest, guys. I greenlit it because
I greenlit it.
My team didn't like. I had 3 people on my team that just did.
If Basim really came,
I wish I could do like the eyebrow lift on my VTuber model, because what do you I greenlit it, but also I had nothing to do with it. Oh my god.
to you, why don't you tell me something about it? Because every time I make a suggestion, your only response to me is to tell me to shut the f up. Then of course we're not going to have a positive team experience. And all of a sudden,
You
20
instigated
minutes
it
later,
too.
I'm kicked from the tournament. No warning, nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on a second. On top of that,
Yep.
Basim was literally like, "Oh, I wasn't influenced by anyone." And then we have on record Cece talking about how she met with him, and he was asking her to sign off on it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he gave her the chance to not do it, and she did it anyway because she felt so what's the word? Scorned. Scorned is a good word. Yeah, she felt so scorned and so wronged by him talking back to her, even though she started it first, because she's a fucking impulsive bitch. I fucking hate that. Oh my god, it gets my fucking blood going, dude. There are guys that do this type of shit, but like girls are more conniving and more like vindictive about that kind of thing, even if they're completely like in the wrong.
It's not influenced by anybody. This is not influenced by NetEase. This is not influenced by anybody. This is not influenced by any creator. This is my decision based off of what I saw. Okay, this is based off my decision of what I saw.
When Bossum asked me, he was like, "Do you think this is alright? Like, is
There's
this?"
DMs of this too. That's the funny part. She said this out loud in her stream, and then she went and said it in DMs.
True, I'm gonna do this. Like, you can greenlight it. And I'm being honest, guys. I greenlit it.
All right, yeah, that's definitely a bad look. Going back to the responses to Dexerto talking about Bossum admitting that he was in the wrong, or I keep saying this, is it Bossum or Basim? My bad. I think I'm saying it wrong half the time. But anyways, responses, we can see duality here. For example, this one from Glitchy saying, "Good on Bossum ZB for owning the mistake. Accountability is key." However, other people say, for example, "I simped for sub mid e-girls, didn't get any redacted, and now nobody else is simping for them, so I'm backtracking." And "But he was so arrogant and confident when he kicked Kingsman. Screw this guy too." Previously, Bossum had also issued a apology on his stream. You can take a look at that one right here as clipped by Yeet.
The people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right.
I think what irks me about this whole thing is that I know people are saying in my chat, and I won't ban you for having an opinion like that or time you out. Like, people are saying in my chat, "Oh, he probably got like pussy or something," or like they you know, "Oh, she probably fucked him or something." That's not, I don't think that's happening at all. But what happens is that there's a lot of e-girls at this tournament, and what happens is they see like him standing up for her, and that's like the cascading waving influence that may be like, "Oh, he's like a good guy, he cares, like maybe he's like could be a softie for me." That's what I think is like happening. Yeah, like it's not him being influenced by her fucking. Like, there's no evidence of that at all. Like, obviously, if the evidence does come out, I would change my mind. But I think that's just what it is, and it's him performing for other people to show that, yeah, he's getting an increased plus 500 rep in the e-girl faction. The e-girl faction influence went up a notch, you know? Instead of being at neutral, he's at, like, friendly, you know?
Absolutely right. 100%. No question about it.
Oh
like,
my god.
Beating around the bush. I don't know why it's like difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fuck up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but there.
What is this information? You saw her saying, shut the fuck up, you're ruining the vibes and you need to stop caring. I'm not even talking about the clips of like the girls making fun of him for caring about his college tuition. I'm not even talking about that. That could have come out later on, or like he didn't know about it. I can brush that part off. But he had the clip context of the guy being completely, like, he didn't swear, he didn't freak out at them, he just said, like, guys, like, can you fucking swap off? And she's like, no, I don't wanna, can you shut the fuck up? Like a fucking child. Like, you would see a child throwing a temper tantrum about not wanting to give back a toy to another child or what the fuck ever. You'd either put them both in timeout, but not favor the fucking kid that's freaking out and telling everyone to shut the fuck up. You get a fucking spanking for that. Time them out both at best. That's like the adult thing to do.
Everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me anything was... That's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Whatever.
Once again, we have some duality in the responses. For example, Emerald Apple saying, he's just another one of those believe all women delusional acolytes, and Ivan saying, good for him for actually taking responsibility. I get not wanting to get involved in drama, but if you're running a tournament, you have to do one of two things. One, you boot the whole team out, say no drama. Two, you talk to both parties. And
I would have booted them out both. I've had lewd drama before where I thought both sides were being retarded and I wanted them to calm the fuck down. And you just boot them both out and then you figure out what's going on, get both sides of the story, and then whatever happens, happens. Like, you can't take favoritism because it just makes you look bad as the person. You have to be trying to be as equal as possible. Yeah, he also had time to look into more, but kept defending the girls after he got shit on more and more, so not excuse shitty apology. Well, it's a pattern of behavior. I already saw this with how he handled this, so I wasn't expecting like a genuine apology. He's only saying that because of the backlash. He realized the popular opinion was not very nice. Even the people that are feminists and people who care about women in gaming and they want more girls in gaming, they were like, dude, this was fucked up. This was dumb. Why did you do that? And then he's like, oh shit, I went too hard. Oh fuck, what do I do?
Actually investigate the issue before making a decision. And then that other one saying, nah, man, all these people apologizing are only apologizing because of the backlash. This all could have been handled so much better if they truly cared to begin with. And then when Kingsman created his Twitter account and dropped the CC files, as he called them, that Google Doc that we talked
CC files
about yesterday.
Well,
well, now Bossum is retweeting Kingsman. So one day he's kicking Kingsman and siding against him. The next day he's on Kingsman's side and retweeting him.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so Lucy also never apologized.
Sure.
She doubled down. Cece and Zaza both tried to play victim in their apologies.
Zaza.
So that was pathetic and everyone saw right through it. That's to say that the bar is really low, but at least Bossum's apology seems better than theirs. Again, super low bar though.
He pulled the Jellywig. That's actually that's a funny analogy because Jellywig says something that he thinks is the popular opinion, but when he gets backlash, he backpedals on it. It is kind of like a Jellywig situation. For those that don't know, Ludwig does this thing where he gauges popular opinion. He only posts stuff that he thinks will get a good feedback loop on like engagement, Twitter, YouTube, what the fuck ever. If it doesn't go his way, he'll backpedal or delete it. That's the move. Because you want to make everyone happy instead of doing the right thing.
The real question is, like, is this guy genuine? Is he genuinely sorry for how he handled all this stuff and how he treated Kingsman? Or is he only acting like this now because the public opinion is so clearly on Kingsman's side?
Yeah.
Now we've got something funny. So there is a YouTube video from this YouTuber Nixar who is an Eternity Black Widow, and he's reacting to Zaza's 050 game. And
oh my god.
Some of this commentary is hilarious. I'm not going to play that much of the video.
Oh man, dude, I bet this is so fucking good too. Cause Marvel is kind of like easy to follow relatively, so like I need to see this.
You're watching that video. I'll link in the description for you. You know, if you want to see the full thing, but like this is some hilarious stuff.
And then you come here, you stare at the Hulk, and you don't shoot him. You can get him out of his Hulk form right now and turn him to Baby Bruce. Why don't you shoot him? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to conserve accuracy? I don't understand.
my god, that little zinger right there. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, do you care about your accuracy that much, bitch? Like,
you just need to be hitting your shots, man. Like, you wouldn't go 0-5-0 if you weren't whiffing all your shots and like,
I just want to watch the whole thing. It's
chasing the
crazy.
dive. I don't know why you're intent on chasing the dive. You're not even hitting headshots on the ulting Hulk. Please shoot him. Oh my god, you jump into a wall. You jump into a wall. Where's the shot? You shoot right here. You shoot right here at his feet, brother. You need to shoot the head, your widow. So
what did she just shoot at? Dude, you do not need to be like a Grandmaster, Ultra Archon, whatever the fuck, like high tier professional freaking Marvel Rivals player to realize that this guy's not hitting his shots. Like, at the end of the day, you're playing a sniper, for God's sake.
I don't know why you're so bent on shooting the Spider-Man, but the Phoenix, even after you shot that shot, hasn't noticed you. They are literally standing still. Like, the Phoenix is literally standing still, and the Spider-Man is swinging it away at Mach 3, bro. And you miss. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you zone out? How do you lose a Hulk? Hulk is right here, right? He's in front of your face. I don't know if you looked at chat. Maybe you looked at chat, but you're turning the wrong direction. You lost the Hulk who is in front of you.
So yeah, that's just like a minute from the full video, which is 25 minutes long.
And sniper is a heavy pressure role because if you get jumped on, nobody's gonna come and fucking save you because you're usually in the back line, like shooting where other people aren't. This is so beyond me.
Link the full video in the description.
It's a 25-minute video.
Pretty funny
Fuck,
commentary
dude.
from bro. And that is the update, guys.
That's
Hope you
funny,
enjoyed
dude.
the video. Let me know what you think about these updates and have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next time.
Counterpoint, Mr. Reviewer, did you consider the vibes? Yeah, the vibes were high, Chad. The vibes were definitely high. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we've got some hilarious...
Yeah, go check them out, man. Dude, this is so funny, man. Widow has a stun, too. I don't play Marvel Rivals enough to know that, actually. 10 gifty. Oh, shit, I missed it. Would you rank your marksmanship in games? Like, what do you mean marksmanship? A sniper? No, I'm not a good sniper. No. Yeah. Diamond player, by the way. I don't think you should be roasting people who are like, unless they're asking for help and like they know that you're gonna be criticizing them. I don't think you should be roasting bad players super hard because it makes it like, you know, almost like bad sportsmanship, right? This bitch is at a tournament. She's the lowest ranked player in the entire game and she's not listening to anybody. Anybody! Saying, bitch, I want to play Black Widow. I want to keep inting. She played Hawkeye when he was overpowered. Dude, I have like maybe like 50 games total. Okay, like, cut me some slack. And 200 MS! I completely forgot about that. She's probably lagging. She's probably lagging. To put it in perspective, if this chick moves and she hits a headshot, she's already gone. She's already gone on the hitbox. That's how bad her ping is. 180 MS to 200 MS. I'd be freaking the fuck out and calling her a griefer right from the get-go. That's crazy. Australia NA ping is crazy. Yeah, I played World of Warcraft for a long while until I moved to America. At 180 to 200 MS. It's not fun when you're in a high stakes like PvP situation where every millisecond counts, which it is. You're losing milliseconds when you're playing at that high MS. Why is she playing on 200 MS? Yeah, I know. Why did they let her enter the tournament? I feel like this is honestly like unironic sandbagging on the other hand too. We're playing LOL, League of Legends at 190 MS. Yeah, before Oceania had servers for League of Legends, I had to relearn how to CS on League of Legends because CSing at 200 MS is so much more different than CSing at like 40 MS. It's funny. Anyway. Just fucking crazy, dude. It's funny.